Let's take a look at one of my favorite races of the year, the $12 million Dubai World Cup. Race at the distance of 1.25 miles. It's the second richest race in the world, only second to the $20 million Saudi Cup. Let's take a look at the horses that I'm going to use on my tickets in the Dubai World Cup. Look at Country Grammar at 8-1. I'll tell you something, he was very impressive in the Saudi Cup last time out. He was coming into that race off about a 9-month layoff. He finished second, impressive second. Now he's losing Flavian Pratt, but he's getting Frankie Dettori. In 1.25 miles distance, that's no problem for this horse. In the Hollywood Gold Cup at Santa Anita, back in May of last year, he won that race at 1.25 miles. So I'm not concerned with him getting the distance. Baffert has won this race 3 times, getting 8-1 on this horse. I am definitely using Country Grammar on my tickets. Then I want to take a look at Midnight Bourbon. I like Midnight Bourbon. He's one of my favorite horses, and he's not one of my favorite horses because he wins a lot, because he doesn't. I like Midnight Bourbon because he comes in the money. And that's the way I bet Midnight Bourbon. I use him in my exotics. I rarely ever bet him to win. I use him in my exotics in the Saudi Cup, in the Louisiana Stakes, in the Clark, and the Pennsylvania Derby. But I don't bet this horse to win much because Midnight Bourbon just simply doesn't like to win. Out of 15 races, he's only won twice. He does not like having his picture taken. But although he only has 2 wins, he still earned over $3.1 million. So I'm quite sure his owners are not complaining. I like that he gets Jose Ortiz aboard. I'm getting 10-1 on this horse. I'm going to use Midnight Bourbon in my exotics. Now I want to take a look at Hot Rod Charlie. Doug O'Neill says he's been training real well, and they shipped him out early. Got him a prep race over this track back in February. He looked awesome. He put that field away with ease. He clearly likes this track. He's training well. He's going to be tough to beat. Flavian Pratt's aboard. I'm going to tell you, after that prep race, I was all over Hot Rod Charlie to win this race. Then Todd Pletcher made the announcement that Life is Good would be running in the Dubai World Cup. Let's take a look at Life is Good. Out of 7 races, he has 6 wins. His only loss was a 2nd place finish at Saratoga in the H. Allen Jerkins. And he lost to Jackie's Warrior. He has a Grade 1 win, Breeders' Cup 3rd Mile. He won that race by 5 3/4. And he stretched him out to 1.1 miles. There was some concern if he could get the 1.1 miles, the Pegasus World Cup. I had no concern. I picked him to win that race over Nick Sco. And he won the Pegasus World Cup with ease. He had no trouble at all getting that distance. Now they're stretching him out again to 1.25 miles. He's coming from that 1 post position. So he's going to have to break well. But he normally breaks pretty well. And he's got Irad Ortiz on him. I'm going to tell you, if he falters, Hot Rod Charlie will be there to pick up the pieces. But I think Life is Good is going to break well. He's going to get to the lead. He's going to use his speed. I think he's going to get the distance of 1.25 miles. So I'm going with Life is Good to win the $12 million Dubai World Cup. And I'm using him over Hot Rod Charlie, Country Grammar, Midnight Bourbon. And it's taking a look at one international horse. I know I've gone with American horses. To take a look at one international horse, let's take a look at Chua Wizard at 30-1. He finished 2nd in this race last year. This horse has won over $8 million. At 30-1, I think I can find a spot on my tickets for Chua Wizard. I'm going with Life is Good to win the $12 million Dubai World Cup. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. You know what? Leave me a comment. Let me know who you're picking to win the Dubai World Cup. Good luck.